Hello guys, and welcome back to another episode of Airis. Sorry I haven't been active lately, I apologize for that, but I noticed that I haven't uploaded an episode of some Airis in a couple of days, so I decided to come back with that. So we're gonna load where we last left off. Actually, this music's pretty loud, so let me turn that down real quick, guys. Alright, that should be good. Now let's load up where we last left off. As expected, at this time of the day, the guild hall is packed with people, mostly vassals taking a lunch break from their various quests and practice sessions. And sorry guys if I can't remember the voices for these characters, I might accidentally mess up, but I'm sorry about that because I haven't played this game for a few days and I have a lot on my mind with finals coming up next week, so I hope to pass them and do well. Anxiously, I sweep my gaze across the room, looking for a glimpse of Kai Lan's strange clothing. It's a long shot, but the only time I met him was here 2 days ago, so I don't know where else I can go to find him. Now, I believe Kai Lan's that strange scientist-looking guy who offered a way to find a cure for her disease, and apparently she's come crawling back to him, so wow. She shouldn't have avoided him in the first place. He may have seemed a little sketchy, but like I said before in the previous episode, as of that time, it was her only shot to cure herself from the disease that she's having. So, in that kind of scenario, I would have taken the Kai Lan's strategy to get the cure. Kai Lan, okay. I don't believe I gave him a voice. I believe I gave him a voice which is the same as a narrator. I gave the main character Aliya a voice. I gave Aliya's friend a voice, and then that other guy. I whip around at the sound of his voice, coming face to face with Kai Lan, leaning against the wall with a small smile. There you are. Looking for me? Now that I'm actually talking to him, I can't shake the growing feeling of regret. I had no reason to trust him last time I turned down his offer, and I still don't. No, you really do have reason to trust him. The fact that he's your only hope to find a cure, that's your reason to trust him. You had reason. This girl is a bit dumb. Maybe I should have thought about this more before taking off to find him. You think? You probably should have. He's probably changed his mind now. Who knows? Well, yes. I bite my lip hard enough that I can taste the salty tang of blood. Jeez. I don't really have a choice, do I? I have to take this leap of faith. You know why I'm here? I expected Kai Lan to play dumb and make things difficult for me, but instead a charming smile spreads across his face. He straightens to his full height, taking a step closer. Alright, so it looks like his feelings weren't hurt. He seems like a legit guy, strong heart. You need my help? Yes. If he could sense the reluctance in my voice, he didn't point it out. What changed your mind? Are you not concerned that I trick you into drinking a poisonous potion? Or perhaps conduct painful experiments on you to discover the source of your illness? Shout out the fact that Kai Lan practically just vocalized my internal fears. I shoot him a glance, uncertain whether he's joking or not. Obviously he's joking. I mean, I could only imagine that he would be joking and not be serious, because then he'd be a creep. A slightly sardonic smile on his face irritates me for some reason, and I have to force myself to sound casual and unconcerned when I reply. Alrighty, we're back with another type of situation. Whew. The question is, how should I respond to Kai Lan's remark? So we have 3 options. We can either say, I don't mind trying new things, I have nothing to lose, maybe I'm a masochist who has a death wish. Don't know what a masochist is, so if any of you happen to watch this video, I'd appreciate if you put in the comments what a masochist is so I can expand my vocabulary, and I'll probably have it in the back of my head. Alrighty. So I have no clue what this means. All I know is that this seems like the negative option, so I don't think I'm going to choose that one. I have nothing to lose. Well, I mean, that's tough. You do have some close friends. I mean, friends are a lot to lose. And if this guy really is tricking her into drinking a poisonous potion and she dies, I'm sure her friends would be upset at her for poor decision making, but then again, it is what it is. If it happened, it happened, but I'm pretty sure the whole point of this game is not to kill the main character, just to have her survive, I presumably assume. So let's say I don't mind trying new things. Contrary to my expectations, Kylan breaks out into an easy grin and nods. I respect those with an open mind. Why, thank you. I am an open-minded person. Very well then, I'll do my best to help. But first, you'll have to tell me everything you can about your problem, your symptoms, when it began, what you think triggered it, everything you can think of. This is getting kind of interesting, and the music's also kind of just getting super loud in the background. Remember Lyle's warning. I can't help but hesitate. As though sensing my train of thoughts, Kylan clucks his tongue. If you want me to help, you have to trust me. Alright, seriously, you've already said you have nothing to, or not nothing to lose, but you really need to take this guy's offer. Come on, Aliya. Trust him, easier said than done. Can't you just give me your potion? You said you have one that might work, right? I don't have it anymore, but before you slap me for deceiving you and run off in anger, I should mention that I've written down how to make the potion so I can recreate it as long as I have the ingredients, which I don't. So, I'm going to assume now we have to, go shopping for the shopping list items, which is what we need to make the potion. So I guess that's going to be a good brunt of the game to help her find a cure. So I need to go into the Mines of Mischief to grab the ingredients I need for the mixture. Oh, looks like he's going to do it. I can do that. What do you need? Or never mind. Aliya's insisting on actually taking the task of finding the ingredients. No, I'll need to go in person with you. I have specific methods of extracting the ingredients I need. Specific methods? Like what? What a nerd. Narrowing my eyes at him, I give in with a sigh. Fine, I'll see if my friends can come along. Perhaps my animal companion as well. We could use the extra firepower. Kylan looks like he wants to argue, but I continue cheerfully, ignoring the way Kylan's lips have thinned in disapproval. If you want me to trust you, you have to trust me on this. She's got him now. Before it was him who was like, you gotta trust me. Now it's all her. Do we have a deal? There goes the music again, kicking up in the background. I love it. It's like some opera music or something. Soap opera. I'm loving it. Kylan's expression doesn't change as he thinks over my offer, but eventually he breaks out into an easier grin, so genuine that one would find it hard to believe he was against the idea of forming a party just a few seconds ago. Deal. Now tell me everything you know. For the first time in days, I feel the faint stirrings of hope deep inside, and despite my distrust towards Kylan still, I find myself sincerely thanking him. Maybe it is too good to be true, but too late now. We can't go back. I can only hope everything turns out well and that I didn't make the wrong decision or choice to trust him. Ooh, Lyle's back. Are you certain about this, Aliya? Can we trust that stranger? Looks like Lyle has some trust issues too. I'd trust him. It's our only hope, like I've said 1 billion times now. Avoiding Lyle's eyes and focusing on polishing the sword in my hand, I can only manage a shrug. We don't have a choice. Yes, we do. It's not necessary to... I'm not going to just sit here and wait for whatever this is to pass, Lyle. I'm not going to spend more sleepless nights worrying about waking up somewhere I don't remember going, or being unable to recall the events of the previous day. And you sure I can't talk today. And you're sure the suspicious person can give us a cure? I'm not, but at least we're doing something. She's got a point. Better do something than nothing. If you have a disease, you should always fight. You should always fight till your last breath. I exhale loudly, turning away from Lyle. Lyle's being a little bit too, let's say, cautious about this. You don't have to come along with me, you know. I know you disagree with my choice. Yeah, we could clearly see that. Silence drags on as I switch to stroking Teddy's head, who has dozed off with her head on my lap. Finally, Lyle speaks with a long sigh. You're right. I don't agree with your decision, but I'm not going to let you go into that dungeon alone with him. I don't trust him. Rolling my eyes at their overprotectiveness, I flash Lyle a small smile. I'd be fine. I have Teddy with me. But still, I'm glad you're coming. Lyle doesn't respond, just giving a non-committal hum. And here comes Avaria. Hey, sorry I'm late, aren't I? I had to go pick up my repaired armor from, the blacksmith. I'm gonna add in between the, certain words just because it sounds like she would talk like that or something. Both of our heads snap up in unison to see Avaria sliding into a seat at our table, casually swiping Lyle's drink and taking a sip. Lyle looks sad. That looks kind of funny. Avaria, thanks for coming. Nah, thanks for inviting me along. The two of you could probably have handled this quest easily, so it's kind of you to let me tag along and split the reward. It's going to be so much fun. Avaria beams in excitement, but I lift up my hand to stop her from continuing to speak. Wait, Avaria, didn't I tell you that it's not really a quest, so there's no money reward involved? I could have sworn I did. We're just helping a friend of mine get the materials he needs from the Mines of Mischief for a potion he's working on. It seems like Aliya hasn't told Avaria about the thing that's been going on with her. Trying to keep a secret from your friends, not always a good thing. In this case, it's not. You should probably be a little more open to her, because she seems like she could help out a lot. And what makes me think that? Well, she has a gigantic spear on her. She's a blacksmith. She crafts probably awesome weapons and armor, so, she seems like a really cool person, and strong to handle herself and others. Avaria's smile freezes for a brief moment, but then she chuckles with a wink. No, you're right. My mistake. I mixed this up with another invitation from, another friend next week. Of course I'm, down for this, even without a reward. It'd be awesome to have an opportunity to, compete with you just again. Just so you know, Aliya, I'm going to kill, the most creatures again this time, so you can, stop hoping that you'll win for once. Shaking my head with a low laugh at Avaria's occasional forgetfulness and spirited nature, I stick my tongue out at her. I don't remember agreeing to a competition, but we'll see. Ready to go? At the familiar interrupting voice, we all look up to see Kylan approaching us with long, eager strides. He has a strange bag hanging over his shoulder and a patch hanging from his belt, half hidden by his coat. Yes. Kylan, these are my friends. On the left is Lyle. They are an experienced mage who will double as our healer. To the right is Avaria. She's the best warrior in the guild. Lyle, Avaria, this is Kylan, the one I told you about. Ah, so these are the infamous Lyle and Avaria. I've heard many things about you. It's a pleasure to meet you. Kylan reaches out to shake Avaria's hand and then Lyle's. The moment of awkward hesitation before Lyle takes Kylan's hand with reluctance doesn't escape Avaria's notice, but I pretend not to see her questioning look. This is a good party. I will try my best not to slow the three of you down with my rusty skills. Lyle makes a small sound of displeasure in the back of their throat, and I nudge them aside as a warning before turning back to Kylan. It's fine. The Mines of Mischief isn't difficult to clear anyway. Perfect. Are you ready to get going? Always am. I slide Lyle a questioning look who scowls, but gives a small jerk off their head that I take as agreement. Yes, lead the way. Alrighty, we are in a whole new environment. Okay, guys, I think I might make this a shorter episode. This is going to be a much shorter than usual, but I promise to make a longer episode of Airis next time. I think things are starting to heat up and get interesting. We got everyone involved, all of Aliya's friends, and the stranger and Teddy. So things are really getting interesting, and I want to leave this for another episode, as I'll probably play this for a longer period of time. I hope to come back to this game towards the end of the week, so I'll have more time to record. So, alrighty guys, that's going to conclude this episode. If you liked it, make sure to hit the like button. And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel for more gameplays like this and others. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys!